Welcome to all of you. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about IEEE floating point format, then fixed point digital signal processors, floating point digital signal processor. So let us go through the IEEE floating point formats. In that we are going to have two different types. One is called the single precision format. Second one is called the double precision format. Let us take the single precision format. In this one we are going to have total 32-bit representation, out of which 23 bits are fraction representation, that is the f value 0 to 22. So here we can go through the diagram. Then 8 bits of exponent e 23 to 30. Then 1 bit is the sign bit represented by s, that is the 31st bit. So here we can observe the fraction, the exponent, and then the sign bit we are going to have. So 0 to 22 is the fraction, 23rd bit to the 30th bit is the exponential value representation, and then 31st bit is the sign bit. For the conversion purpose, we are going to make use of this particular formula. X is equal to -1 to the power of s, s represents the sign bit, multiplied with 1 into f, this f represents the fraction, multiplied with 2 to the power of e minus 127, where e represents the exponential part. So let us consider example in order to identify how this formula is going to make the conversion. So let us consider this particular example. So in this one, this is going to be the fraction part, this is going to be the exponent part, and this one bit is going to be the sign bit, right? So this is the given data. We are going to convert that into equivalent decimal value by making use of this formula, right? So let us start. So x is equal to -1 to the power of s. So -1 is taken as it is from the formula to the power of s. So observe what is the sign bit. Sign bit is equal to 0 over here. So 0 has been put over here. Multiplied with 1 into fractional part. So 1 into fractional part. So this is the fractional part which is equal to 0. So 0 is being represented. Multiplied with 2 to the power of e minus 127. So this is the exponential part where this particular bit is equal to 1 and its equivalent conversion will be 128. Therefore this e will become equal to 128. So 2 to the power of 128 minus 127. So after making solution of this, we are going to get 2.0 as the answer. So similarly, there are two more examples. So one is representing a positive fractional value and one more is representing a negative value, and this negativeness can be identified from this one particular bit. Now let us getting into the double precision format representation. So double precision in the sense the number of bits that was there in the single precision that will get doubled. Now total 64 bit representation we are going to have 0 to 63 total. So 1 sign bit, then 11 exponential bits and 52 fraction representation we are going to have. So here is the representation is being divided into two parts, even register and the odd register. Then 0 to 31 is the fraction, then 0 to 19 continuation fraction, then 20 to 30 exponent, 31 is the sign bit we are going to have. The formula realization for this, that is the conversion formula, remains the same, but here it will become 1023 because of its a double precision representation. Now let us get into the digital signal processors. So basically we are going to discuss two digital signal processors, that is, one is the fixed point digital signal processor, second one is the floating point digital signal processors. So first let us go through the two different architectures that we are going to have in general, not exactly with respect to digital signal processor. We are going to have two architectures. One is called the von Neumann architecture and one more is called the Harvard architecture. Von Neumann architecture is very common in microprocessors and in a very few microcontrollers. In case of Harvard, it is most common in digital signal processors and also in few of the microcontrollers. In case of von Neumann architecture, it is going to have a common memory both for program as well as the data. Therefore, whenever there is a fetching of the information from the memory, it is going to consume more amount of time. Whereas in case of Harvard architecture, it is going to have a separate memory representation for program as well as for data, which is taken from two separate locations. Therefore, the execution speed can be much higher. Therefore, Harvard architecture is preferred in digital signal processors.